It is now the most direct escalation from a NATO ally in the Ukraine conflict. France has committed to sending military instructors to assist in training Ukrainian soldiers. This initiative aims to enhance the efficiency of Ukrainian forces amid ongoing hostilities with Russia. However, this deployment is yet to be officially confirmed by the French authorities. During his state visit to Germany, President Macron reiterated France's unwavering support for Ukraine. He announced plans to meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in the coming days and emphasized that France's support for Ukraine will be unlimited and indefinite.
We have a precise framework. It's to support Ukraine, to do whatever is necessary and for as long as necessary. I've already said this in several respects, and I'll have the opportunity when Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will be in France next week for D-Day, to see him at that time to say very precisely what we're going to do.
The news of French troop deployment comes amidst rising tensions following NATO and the US granting Ukraine permission to use Western weapons to strike inside Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin swiftly responded, issuing a stern and lethal warning to both Macron and NATO. He cautioned that such actions could escalate the conflict, emphasizing that regardless of the presence of foreign troops, Russia would take necessary measures within Ukrainian territory. Putin declared that if foreign troops are present, they will also be in the kill zone of the Russian armed forces.
So under the guise of free some Ukrainian units standing along the border, free them up to send them to the battlefield. Keep them along the borders to ensure their safety. Nonsense and bullshit. That's all. And if they are there, they will also be in the kill zone of our armed forces.
Putin condemned the move as an escalation and a step towards a broader conflict in Europe and globally, asserting Russia's determination to act as deemed necessary.
This is an escalation, and yet another step towards a serious conflict in Europe and a global conflict. Do they need this? We will in any case do what we consider necessary, regardless of who is on Ukrainian territory. And this is what they should definitely know.
The EU and its member states stand united in their unwavering support for Ukraine and its people, firmly condemning Russia's military aggression. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz called for billions in additional funding for Ukraine from Western countries on Tuesday.
We want to give Ukraine access to billions of euros in funding so that it can reliably guarantee its defense and thus increase the security of the whole of Europe. In the coming weeks, we will hold consultations to develop a sustainable solution that expresses our support for a free, democratic, and sovereign Ukraine.
Earlier this month, the Russian Foreign Ministry stated that Moscow would view any French soldiers deployed in Ukraine as legitimate targets. This warning, delivered by spokeswoman Maria Zakharova, was in response to controversial comments from French President Emmanuel Macron, who mentioned the possibility of deploying ground troops in Ukraine in the future. The ministry had also noted an increasing number of French citizens among battlefield fatalities on the Ukrainian side.